Hey, Redemption Gateway, welcome back to the Daily Dose. My name is Seth. I'm one of the pastors here on staff, and I get to take our next installment in our series on identity in Christ, what it means that in Christ I am fill in the blank. And right today, I want to talk about how in Christ we are heirs of God. And the idea of an heir is something that you really only think about in your life when things are generally bad. When I think about when grandparents pass away, when I think about parents pass away, when I think about the downstream effects of the decisions that grandparents made or didn't make, and all of a sudden you're a candidate for an inheritance. That just by virtue of the family you belong to, because you've basically done nothing besides not burn a bridge with your grandparents, you get an inheritance. Now maybe, I don't know what percentage of people at Gateway have received an inheritance. Maybe it's 20%, maybe it's 50%. I really have no idea. But I think about this kind of surprise inheritance of all of a sudden you've done nothing besides a check hits your bank account. Maybe it's $1,000, maybe it's $1 million. Either way, it's something that someone else earned that you reap the benefits of. And I think about the position of being an heir. So if your parents were not well off financially, maybe it's because of the ways they've been victimized by culture. Maybe it's because of their own foolish decisions. For whatever reason it is, maybe being an heir of your earthly parents basically means you go, I got nothing coming to me. I got to figure it out. But maybe some of you, maybe you're trust fund babies, your parents are very well off and you've kind of, were born on third base with and you're just already ready to go. There's not a ton you've had to do, but there's this reality that because of who mom and dad were and are, I am financially set basically no matter what. So who you're an heir of matters. Not just that you are an heir, but who you are an heir of matters. In this text in Romans 8:17, Paul says that even though you maybe have earthly heirs, there's something greater going on here. It says, if you are children of God, then you are heirs of God and fellow heirs with Christ. If God is your father, what type of inheritance is coming your way? Think about the lack of financial insecurity. Think about the lack of political insecurity. Think about the lack of frenetic or fumbling or fragile grasping at a level ground to stay on, that when your dad is the owner of a cattle on 1,000 hills, that you're able to take risk because dad's got you. You're able to be wrong because you have nothing to prove. And there's ultimately this reality that God owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. Not only that, but the scriptures say that we will inherit the earth along with him. And so what we do with our time and energy and money matters, because we'll inherit what is here, because he's the Lord of all and the ruler of all things. And it says that we will reign with Christ. We'll be co-heirs with Christ over everything here. So look left, look right, look up, look down. That if you're a child of God, that is part of your inheritance. All things are coming our direction, not because of who you are, but because of who he is and because of what he's done. And so think about the security you have in your inheritance in God and allow that to remove some of your frantic searching for stability and security. Redemption Gateway, I hope you have a great rest of your day and rest in the fact that you have an inheritance coming from God Most High.